YouTube, what the Krell is going on? HeirofCarthage here. That's right. Here comes Krell. The old friend is here, and it is a free LC, and Kemmler can now summon Krell, who I believe is the undead version of what was once some kind of chaos champion or something like that. And let's see if Kemmler and Krell can take down Karl Franz here just for fun. Now, Krell is a summon, and he is going to degrade over time, which is kind of, I don't know, it's almost a little bit unfortunate, it seems like. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's kind of cool that he's summoned, which means he's always going to be with Kemmler. But I kind of almost wonder if the unbinding thing should actually work, you know, with Krell. But I guess you could always put down like a invocation. Does invocation of the heck counteract binding? Let's see.
Darkest magic to me.
It looks like it works to counteract binding, so you can definitely keep him alive longer if you were using Invocation of Nehek. So, you know what, it's probably okay if that's the case. The only downside is, like in campaign, you'd actually have to have the open unit slot in order to summon him. Look at that, this guy's pretty good weapon damage. You know how Kemmler's always saying, where is Krell? Well, here's Krell. Chopping up Karl Franz. So, what do y'all think? Is this going to make Kemmler any good? I somehow did. Wow, Kemmler taking the last shot there. Where are you at, Krell? Anyway, looks pretty awesome. Cool unit model. Nice little addition to the game. I looked long and hard for patch notes and couldn't find anything. Was there a patch with this? Because I know there was a pretty long download, but there was no patch notes, and the mods I have are all still working, so I don't know if they were all just like updated or what. So I was kind of almost thinking if they're going to do something like this, they might roll a patch out, but it doesn't look like they did, though I could be wrong. So hey, and by the way, some of you might be like, are you ever going to talk about Norska? I've gotten to see the Norska trailer, and I haven't even gotten to look at their roster reveal yet. I'm busy with an engineering conference this week. This is the annual engineering conference for my team. So I'm extremely busy. I'm leaving the house at like 6 in the morning, and I'm not getting back to like 8:30 or 9. So I've had very little time to record, so I apologize for the gaps. I'm doing my best to try and keep up, but right now my best is not keeping up. And I will get back up to speed. I have a cool video to show you all this weekend. I was able to run some upgrades in the computer courtesy of some stuff that MSI sent me that'll be kind of fun for those of you who enjoy that. If it's not something you want to see, then that's fine. I'm going to be trying to study up on Norska, and I'm going to try and bring you a Norska video, like just talking about their units and kind of what I'm able to learn, but it's probably old news by the time I bring it to you. I'm sure that everybody else has probably done a pretty good job of covering it at this point. So, but this was a replay that was submitted to me by Dov Plays, and he's using a vampire army here where we should be able to get to see Krell in battle. So he's got Kemmler, and an army of skeleton warriors, crypt horrors, a couple of blood knights, a vampire lore of death, some spearmen. So let's take a look at the chaos army here. There is the Chaos Lord. Yeah, just Chaos Lord on a Chaos Dragon, Feral Manticore. Let's take a look at the rest of the Chaos Army over here. So we got some Forsaken on this flank, Chaos Warriors, Warriors with Halberds, Armored Trolls. It's kind of an odd pick versus the Vampires because their leadership is so low. I think that would be the last thing I'd want to have around the Vampires, and there's a couple of Chaos Knights here. So let's just take a look. We'll see what happens here. It's like the Chaos Army is just kind of scouting around with their lords. I think this is going to be an absolute beatdown in favor of the Vampires. I don't really know what Chaos has here that can stop what's coming at him. I mean, that's a lot of Crypt Horrors. I mean, this is not the most brutal Vampire Army. There's not like a, big mistake here from the Chaos Lord. Huge mistake. Got Spirit Leeched, dropped down. Gonna be lucky to get back in the air because surrounded by Blood Knights now. So the Chaos Lord very well could die right here. Trying desperately to run away. Yeah, huge mistake. Yeah, he's not getting away. He's using his potion of toughness, but I don't think the Chaos Lord gets away from this one. Landed too early, and he's gonna pay the price. The potion of toughness is definitely helping. Might get away right there where he got pushed away from the knights, but we'll see. The rest of the army is up over here. Oh, there's a necromancer in the vampire lines. I didn't catch that one earlier too. Yeah, Chaos Lord's dead. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what the purpose of landing on the Tide zombies was with the Chaos Lord. Pretty odd choice, but that's why you don't make that kind of choice. It'll come back to haunt you. Let's check this out. Here comes the Chaos Army, charging through the woods. Forsaken and armored trolls. This ought to be pretty. Skeletons are going to get wrecked. Where are you going, skeletons? Stick around for the show. Yeah, skeletons are getting absolutely wrecked. So, this, though, should be a pretty easy battle, I think, for the vampires to turn on. They've got replenishment. They've got a lot of cryptors. The skeletons tank the initial charge. So now the cryptors will come in and start doing a lot of armor-piercing damage. Forsaken, I don't think they'll do great versus cryptors because of the poisoning. The Chaos Knights get a good charge here into Skeleton Warriors, but again, they're just going to get bogged down with all this infantry, and not going to be a good time, I don't think. Kemmler is overcasting some upgraded Nahek here, and then he's probably going to come in and drop Krell down up here. And it'd probably be a good place because he causes terror, and none of this Chaos Infantry is immune to terror. And there's no aspiring champions here, so summoning Krell would be pretty good timing right now. You say Krell would be impressed, bring him on home, here he is. So Krell's in the battle. I think there's a pretty high likelihood of a chain round here from all the terror-causing stuff. Where's Krell going? Oh, there he goes. He's going to turn around and go after the Manticore. So immediately into the hunt. So there goes Krell, trying to get the Manticore. Oh yeah, he's doing massive damage. Krell has some really nice armor-piercing damage. He has like 260 armor-piercing damage, 470 total damage. He can be healed by the Invocation of Nahek, which I think I showed you all in the beginning. So, interesting unit. Should be a lot of fun, but yeah, this is going to end up being a pretty quick mop-up for the vampires. I just wanted you all to get to see Krell in an actual battle. Figured you might appreciate that. Go check out some more Krell action over here. Very cool looking unit. What do you all think? Do you think that him being a summon is cool? Do you think that it should have been a like a vampire counts hero of some sort? What do y'all think about Krell? Do you like the way he was implemented? I think it's cool that Creative Assembly implemented him. And I'm not sure I'm like crazy opinionated one way or the other because I haven't gotten to play it a lot yet, but I did see a few people who were upset that he was implemented as a summon rather than as like an actual vampire count lord or hero. I guess I could also envision another way it could have worked was that he would have been a legendary lord of some sort. And like him and Kemmler would have had like synergies, but I don't know the lore, and maybe this guy's just supposed to get summoned by Kemmler. And if that's the case, that's cool. If that's the way the lore goes, then that's how they should implement it. So I'm pretty excited about it nonetheless, and I'm excited about Norska. I think it's cool that the pre-order bonus for Warhammer 2, instead of being content that everybody then feels like is cut out of the game. So like whenever you did the pre-order for Warhammer 1 and you got the Chaos Warriors, it just comes across wrong. Like getting Chaos Warriors as a pre-order is going to rub everybody the wrong way because they're going to just say, hey, if it's ready from day one, how come it's just not included in the game? So I kind of think it was cool that the pre-order bonus for Warhammer 2 gives you a faction, and Warhammer 1, it's something that you get to have ahead of time before the release of the game, so it's more rewarding in my mind. It's like, hey, if you order this ahead of time, you actually get something fun to play now. You get something now. And then if you don't want to get Warhammer 2 or you didn't want to pre-order it, then you can always buy the Norska faction separately or just not buy it at all if that's your cup of tea. So I think I'm kind of okay with how they implemented that. I like that a lot better than like a day one DLC launch, which they still could announce for Warhammer 2. I'm not gonna like hate Warhammer 2 or hate Creative Assembly if they do it. I just don't think it's a good choice for them to do day one DLC, especially as a pre-order bonus, because like I said, I think it just rubs people the wrong way, and there's a lot smarter ways of doing this, and I kind of think that this is an example of a smarter way to do it. Are there better ways still? Possibly. I don't know. I haven't thought through the whole thing, and I'm not a game developer, but I think this is definitely a better way of handling a pre-order bonus than what was done with the Chaos Warriors, because man, that made people mad. It was really bad. In any case, are you all excited? I'm excited. I'll try and bring you some Norsca information soon. Hope you enjoyed this quick look at Krell. I'll be back with more videos soon. Be patient with me. I think tomorrow is the last day of my conference, so hopefully things will be getting back to normal after that. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. I'll see you soon.